something else I noticed, you started MMA before you even went to the army as well, didn't you?
Yeah, this is the dark days.
That's what I mean,
MMA,
the dark
though.
ages.
Yeah, when we're like, hey, you were like ranked top 10 in the world before you enlisted. I was like, yeah, but there's only like 23 of us fighting, so that yeah, I was like barely the top 50%. And we're fighting on Indian reservations. I'm going down to Tijuana to do bare knuckle fights. I'm fighting in barroom floors in New Orleans. There's just cardboard with rope rings, and the winner gets like $50 cash. And but they need to like end up in the early. This is before there were all of these different MMA journalists. Before you had press conferences, like people were just fighting to fight, and what you wanted to know who is the best. Not just fighter, but like which was the art that was the most dominant form of martial arts. Now everybody trains everything. Back then, I would walk in, I'd see a dude stand like on guard, like Queen of Marksbury rules, like we're about to do a boxing match, and I do a blast double leg on him, and then the very next guy, he walks in, he looks like, oh, it's Matt Lindland. He has huge chunky ears. He doesn't know anything about boxing, but don't let that dude have an underhook because you're going to go for a ride. It was a wild time to be fighting.
Yeah, that was when like it was style versus style, wasn't it? It was like a karate fighter would get in against a judo fighter, and then a jiu-jitsu fighter would get in against a wrestler. Whereas you say now, we're all a hybrid of everything rolled into one because the sport's developed so much. Like that's, as you say, that's like 22, 23 years ago, isn't it? I was like 4, 5.
It was. Yeah. My first fight was 25 years ago.
Yeah, I was 2.
Yeah.
Is that 1997?
So you.